Hello.
Here we are.
Here we are. Happy 1 year anniversary.
I have a gift for you.
No, you
I thought
do
we were
not.
just jumping right into this.
Jamie.
On the wheels. Guys,
I did not get you a gift.
That's okay. Also, for those, just listen to this episode. Don't look at it because we're in a new location.
Oh my gosh.
I'll hold your mic.
Hold on, I got you this thing for your phone.
You did not. You know me.
Yes, you can rest your phone
I'm
on
gonna
it.
leave it in this office.
Okay,
I'm gonna do that.
That is too kind of you. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Happy 1 year. I'll just kind of do some filler background as we're chatting. Okay. Jeez. Guys, we're in a new location.
Mickey Mouse bag.
I really spent some time unwrapping here. We're in a new location. We did not have access to the filming studio. So
Oh my gosh. That is
I wish I had gotten one for myself.
amazing.
I told people not to watch, but maybe they should watch just so that they can see.
Okay, it's a custom mug.
It's us.
Okay, we should get a photo. We'll get a photo and
Okay.
we'll post it after this.
Okay.
That is amazing. Custom mug. It says established 8/7/2023.
That was our first ever episode.
Wow, that's amazing.
Happy anniversary.
I love this so much. Is this Etsy?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. It's Shutterfly.
I love custom gifts. This is amazing.
Shutterfly.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very thoughtful. I feel like a lame-o that I didn't get you a gift.
Do not. I'm actually really bad with gifts. I don't know if we've talked about this before.
These chairs are so awkward.
You just went to the corner of the room.
Gosh.
You
Okay.
literally just started moving without control.
Very chaotic first 2 minutes of this episode, but okay.
I think of gifts for people, and I'm like, oh, that'd be great, but I rarely execute it.
Okay. I would be the opposite.
You execute.
I would, if I thought of a gift, I would execute it, but I don't think about it. I never. Brandon will be like on the way to something, and he'll be like, "Did we get a gift for them?" I'm like, nope, didn't think about it. Literally, it did not cross my mind that we should bring a gift to this thing. But I need to get better at that.
I know. I always am like, oh, I'll do this for this person's birthday, or I don't know, and it's never their birthday when I think of it.
Yeah.
So it just comes and goes in my brain. But anyways.
Every once in a while, when I see something that I think would be a good fit for somebody, I will buy it.
Yeah.
And I'll put it, I have a shelf in my garage for like future gifts for people. And then I'll set like a reminder on my phone that I have this gift for this person for their birthday or Christmas, or whatever. So I do that, but it never aligns right. It's always like 6 months later that their birthday is.
Okay. Because I love that you put the reminder in. Because I would be the one who'd be like, I bought this. I'm going to keep it in here.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times I found like a Christmas gift for my kids that I stored somewhere and like find it weeks later after Christmas or something.
Okay. Late presents are fun.
It's fine.
Well, thank you. That was very sweet.
Absolutely.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Is it 37? I think I wrote it down. Which
how many episodes we're on?
Episode 37.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It's exciting.
Did you already? I was distracted by a present. Did you already explain our setup here?
I just said we are not in our normal place, and so I encourage people to just listen to this one.
Okay.
And even that, it's coming with a warning that the acoustics in this room
not
great.
Yeah.
I apologize. But
okay, so I was asking you right before you started recording. Did you get the Kia?
Did.
An E9? EV9?
EV9.
Oh my gosh, I need it. I'm going.
Okay.
I'll
give you a little spin. We should have recorded there.
In the car. Probably better acoustics.
So it was quite the journey to get us there. So the whole saga, the car wasn't working. We had everything repaired. So we sold it in good condition. The concern was there's going to be another something that breaks in the next coming months or year, and we're just going to keep pouring money. So Chad's like, let's sell it. We ended up we did a private sale, found a buyer, made a good return on it.
Chad forgot to sell the paperwork or sign the paperwork.
So embarraing. They had a call Theory. I'm like, of all places to locate my husband, they called here. I got some years. So we sold the Land Cruiser, and then I was like, we sold it on a Friday. On Saturday, I had a class down in Yelm I had to be at, and then showings in Seattle. And so I'm panicking because I'm like, I have to have a car to drive tomorrow. Yeah. So we literally went that Friday, and
like, we're buying a car today.
We're buying a car. Yeah. And we had been talking to Kia since we had test driven it, the one, and so we knew that there was something ready for us. So we go and we end up getting the EV9, a white one. I've never had a white car. This is my first. Have you had a white car?
The white cars, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I like
it. White cars are like a thing in my family. Like everybody has white cars.
Oh, interesting.
So I try to get away from the white car, but then I got a white car. Now I have a gray car.
Yeah.
I've had a few white cars.
Okay.
They're nice. They're clean looking.
Yeah.
While they're clean.
Piper's already like, we need to get a car wash. I really like it. It's all electric.
Nice.
And I'm not used to that style.
What's the like range on it?
That's a great question. I think when it's fully charged, it can go 400 miles.
Oh, that's long. That's long range.
Yes. We did get the long range.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mine's only like 240. So that's like almost double.
Okay. Range. Yes. We specifically asked for that model. I can't tell you the last time I had a brand new car. I think it was in like 2006.
Okay.
So it's been a long time since I've had like a new car. And it's fun to like, I mean, there's like things work in my car. Yeah. It's crazy.
Does it have Apple CarPlay?
Yep.
Nice.
It has that. It has all these features on the dash that I'm a little bit overwhelmed by. Yeah. Like one tells you like how much, like your speed limit. And there's like this like, almost like a chart that shows you like if you're going higher than what you should be. Oh. And it's like a little ball that tracks it. So you're like, it's like warning you like, oh, it's getting a little bit high.
Okay.
If the car in front of you moves and you don't move fast enough, it does like a little beep beep car in front of you.
That's nice.
It is almost self-driving. Like you can put on where you should keep your hands on the wheel, but technically you wouldn't have to.
Okay.
It steers in a lane, it keeps a distance between the car in front of you, and it'll keep up a certain speed.
Nice.
And so we tested it the other day on the freeway. And Chad was the one driving. He had his hands off the wheel, but it does alert you after a little bit of time to place your hands back on. Yeah. Is that how Tesla is? Yeah. Okay.
And Tesla has gotten more advanced in that sense.
Yeah.
Where, because this is my second. My first one, I'd be able to take my hands off the wheel for a bit longer.
Yeah.
This one, and then basically, I think I would like keep my knee up to the wheel so that like the sensor could feel it.
Yeah.
The newer Tesla has a camera. So it's watching you. So it like, I think it tracks your eyes. So if your eye is not looking forward, and I could be wrong, but I think this is how it works. If your eye is not looking forward, like I could have one hand firmly on the steering wheel and be texting with my other hand, and it'll tell me, pay attention to the road. And it won't let me do that. So I can't text and drive anymore. My previous Tesla, I text and drove a lot. Like my commute every day. I hope no cops will see this.
I was just gonna say, look so bad.
Every day, that's how I would get home. Is I would turn on the self-driving, and I would just keep like my knee or one hand on the steering wheel, and then I'd be texting the entire drive.
And literally no issues.
No issues ever.
Wow.
But this new one, because of the like advanced eye tracking, I think I can't do that anymore. So probably a safer driver, but
that's so interesting.
Very annoying.
I mean, and a little bit creepy that they're like, so I can see your eyes. Yeah. So going back to the electric, just the way that it drives, as far as like it has the braking system where if you release gas, but you have the option to not use that.
Okay.
So and then I'm just still getting used to the size of it, but now I've had it for, I think it'll be almost 2 weeks.
Nice.
And I really do like it.
Is it the regenerative braking thing they're talking about? Okay. Yep. And there's 3 rows?
There's 3 rows. So the middle are 2, like they call them the captain chairs, and then the back is like bench seating. So,
excited to see it.
What was really interesting when we sold the Land Cruiser, Piper, absolute meltdown.
Really?
Literally wanted to go say goodbye to the car, and I come out. I'm holding her because she's like sobbing.
Yeah.
Chad's signing paperwork. Oh, was he? Signing us. We're getting stuff out of the car, and I'm like, "Sir, is it okay if my daughter says goodbye to the car?"
Oh my gosh!
And she's like, "Oh my gosh, of course!" And she gets inside and like just bawling her eyes out. Yeah. I had no clue she was so attached to this house, or to this car. And then,
but she likes new cars.
She does like new car. Now she's like actually taking pride of like, oh, we need to keep this clean. Yeah. We should go get a car wash. So
nice. Is Allie the same, or is she not?
Yeah, she does. Okay. She does like it. Yeah, but she just, I mean, I don't think she was attached either way.
Okay.
But it was really surprising that Piper's like.
Is Piper usually not like change?
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, but
I think attachment is a thing, because like the whole with your mother-in-law, that sounds like a similar story.
It was equally dramatic.
Yeah.
Saying goodbye to the Land Cruiser, saying goodbye to my mother-in-law.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, I think in her head it was just like a lot of memories. Like she's only known this car, you know? So, anyways, I'll take you for a little spin.
Congrats. It's exciting. It's big
fun.
Milestone.
It's fun. Yeah.
Cool. We haven't talked in 2 weeks.
I know.
How was 2 weekends ago for you?
Okay, so that was the start of it.
That was
the start. That was Friday.
Okay.
And then, so Saturday I was saying I had to go down to Yelm.
Yep.
I took this cheer stunt clinic class. Try to say that 3 times fast.
Steer Stunt Clinic class. Okay.
Basically, as a new coach, you have to get certified for these different things.
Okay. This for your assistant to the regional manager.
Assistant to the regional manager. I gotta be honest, I'm really loving coaching.
Are you?
I am having a great time. So that Saturday, it was a class, and then I'll go circle back to what else happened. But on Monday of last week, we went to a cheer camp, and I was there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Nice.
8 to 8. Yeah. On Monday, Tuesday, some long days. But so fun, and my first kind of extended time with, it was only half our team, but that's 10 girls, half our team. We have 20 girls. So, yeah. It's just, I'm loving it. I'm loving the coaching aspect, the creative aspect, coming up with different ideas. I don't know. There's just a lot to it that I'm okay, this is kind of more fun than I thought it was going to be.
You're kind of back to your roots of teaching.
A little bit of that. Yeah. And I mean, I think, yeah, it's middle school's really interesting. There's just, I don't know, the personalities and the behavior, and they're kids but want to be adults. It's just a really interesting time. They're still impressionable, and I think I really like that.
Yeah.
I can still get to them. I think they're still in a season where it's they take, I don't know, they're respectful for the most part. But they receive that information well.
Yeah.
So anyways, I told you I was just trying to remember the rest of the weekend. I really can't. After Yelm, I had to go from Yelm up to Seattle.
Yep. That's a drive.
Luckily, I had this electric vehicle, and I was this is amazing. It's so weird, thinking I'll never have to go to a gas station.
It's nice.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so, I still...
You have a home charger? Or are you getting one?
Yeah, we got one. We got one, the fast one. So it's, because the first night we just used their little trickle charger.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
Trickle.
They did 10% maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And I was because I had that big day. But, anyways, got up to Seattle, showing a couple houses in Seattle area, and we found one that they liked. We wrote an offer. What's crazy is we wrote the offer. We've already gone through inspection, appraisal. We're closing next week.
Yeah.
It's we haven't talked, and I've already, it feels like time has just flown.
That's awesome.
It was really great. Haven't had a lot of transactions this year, so this was awesome.
It's nice when they go smoothly like that.
Totally. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know how you're feeling real estate wise, but I feel recently I've had a lot of people reaching out about selling, and it was I went from really minimal action to all of a sudden there's all these people coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw you had a couple.
I've had a busy few months. Yeah. I'm getting to a slower point now. Okay. I had one yesterday, and that was my last one.
Okay.
That's for sure happening.
Yeah.
But it's been a good few months.
Yeah. So that was Saturday, the showings, and then came home, and because they liked the house, there's a little, you know how it is. You're talking to the listing agent, and you're talking to the buyer about writing an offer, working on that. Because of the time when we were settling everything up, we ended up not submitting the offer till Sunday morning. Okay. And I think they got everything together. And I couldn't tell you what else happened on Sunday.
Yeah.
We wrote the offer. It got accepted.
I bet you sat in the sauna.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably sat in the sauna and cold plunge and watched the dog. Probably ordered some groceries from Costco. I couldn't tell you otherwise. So
productive weekend. Got a new car. House under contract. That's a busy weekend.
Prepping for Yelm. Went to Yelm. Prepping for the cheer camp coming up was probably I don't know. I was probably in my head because I don't know if you're like this. If I know I'm gonna have a busy couple days, I go into reset mode.
Yeah.
Of intentionally trying to just be mellow.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So, anyways, that was my 2 weekends ago.
Cool.
How about you?
Let's see. So today's my first day back in the office.
Whoa.
In 10 plus days.
Wow.
Because we were in Chelan all last week.
Okay.
So we did, I think that Thursday evening of that previous week.
Yeah.
We drove over to Chelan. I think that was August 1st, maybe?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, August 1st. And then we were there until the following Friday. So we were there for 8 days, which was amazing. It was amazing. I love Chelan. You spent time in Chelan?
Yes, it's been a little while though. I'm sad I didn't go this summer.
It is just the water is
I love it.
Perfectly clean. It's at this time of the year, it's warmed up quite a bit because it's so hot. It's 80s, 90s outside.
Yeah.
The water's refreshing versus 2 months ago when I went, the water's very, very cold, unbearable. But it was great. But yeah, so basically it was Brian and I, his parents, and then both of his siblings and their families. So I think there were 16 of us total.
Oh, okay.
Like 6 kids, and it was just...
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Because Brian, we chatted with him just this past weekend, and he was saying it was like the oldest was 7.
Yes.
And
youngest is like newborn.
That's a lot of little kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was great. A lot of good uncle time, just like...
So fun.
I feel like we kind of did the same thing every day, which was perfect. We would wake up, we'd chill on the couch. Mm-hmm. I'd go on a long walk at some point.
Yeah.
I worked a little bit while I was over there, but tried to take most of the time off. Okay. And then we'd swim in the lake. We'd have a good dinner. We'd just hang out all day.
Cooked at home.
Home. Yeah, I don't think we went out to any meals with everybody because it's so hard to have that many 16, people.
You're like... Yeah,
so we mostly cooked the house and went to a couple wineries and...
Fun.
Yeah, it was great. Took the boat out.
I love Chelan. So we're big like Cincadia fans.
Yes.
And then the first time we went to Chelan, I was a little bit like, do I want to swap Cincadia?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I love that it feels far, but actually isn't.
Right.
Like it feels like you're in a different climate, different, I don't know.
Certain places feel like you're like in Tuscany, where like some of the vineyards feel like very much like Italy with the views and the
100%.
Olive grape. What are they called? Grapevines?
Yeah, grapevines.
Those things.
Olive branches.
Yeah, it was a great week.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It was just... Oh, wait. I have a couple notes, actually.
I do.
I prepared. Oh, yeah. House the Dragon. That was my other joke. Because the finale was
I'm so excited.
that Sunday.
I did not realize it was going to end like that. Like, I was like, this can't be the finale.
Yeah.
They're just teasing us. There's more to come.
That's it.
No.
There's another season, right? Coming?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought you were saying, no, that was the end.
That was the end. That was the finale.
Yeah, but that wasn't the series finale. No. It was a season finale.
There's at least one more season.
Okay, it has to be.
In like 2 years. Yeah.
I hate that.
So there's a long wait. There's a lot of people online that are complaining a lot about it. Because it's like, it was... Yeah. One thing I heard that I kind of agree with was that the whole last episode was basically like a big long trailer for season 3. Mm-hmm. Like it was just kind of like gearing up for the next season, which
is so true.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings. Like I liked the episode overall, and I loved the season, but it's true that not like a whole lot of like super big things happened in this season. Yes. Like there was a lot of just kind of like moving us closer to the inevitable war. That's like that's the big next thing is the war that's obviously going to happen.
Right.
And I think season 3 is going to start with like a big war battle scene.
If it doesn't.
Literally they're showing all the people like preparing for the battles and stuff. But it was kind of anticlimactic.
100%. Yeah. I'm glad you remembered that because in my brain I was like, okay, I want to.
Yeah. But I love the show. Still, I'm a big fan. Anything Game of Thrones that they put out in that universe, I'll watch.
Yeah. Well, in the next 2 years, I do have a suggestion. The Golden Bachelorette is coming. So last year we watched Golden Bachelor almost every week, telling you about Gary.
Yeah. We need to find a new show to watch. Is that going to be it?
Congratulations, I found it for you.
Okay.
Golden Bachelorette. What's amazing is the Bachelorette, her name's Joan. I actually had her as my front runner.
She was on that show.
Yes, she was. And she had to leave early. So she didn't even really get a fighting chance.
Why did she leave early?
Her daughter had a baby, and she felt like her daughter really needed her.
No.
I don't know.
Baby maybe.
But at the end of the day, I think Joan might have been too good for Gary. So it all worked out.
Did Gary and whoever he picked work out?
Well, here's what happened. They got married, and then about 6 months later, they got divorced. I know.
Were either of them rich?
I think she was. I think she.
I wonder if they signed a prenup.
I don't know. I think there were some things that came out about Gary after the fact that I was a little bummed to hear.
Shoot.
I don't know if I believe it. But anyways, that's going to be here before we know it.
Okay.
So we can do that.
I'll bring some other proposals, other shows that we can consider.
Just in case. Yeah. Just as backups. Not to derail the conversation, but do you ever watch the Love is Blind in other countries?
No.
All right.
Never have.
Well, if you want to.
It's so, Love is Blind USA is enough for me.
Yeah, but don't go off last season.
Okay.
If you do that, then
I haven't watched it since the Seattle season.
Okay.
I was really invested in that one because I knew people, but no.
I'm into Love is Blind UK.
I'm just not into the reality shows. I'm not.
But you like Survivor.
I'm not into dating shows.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just...
Got it. To be specific.
Okay. I'm trying to think of any dating shows that I've liked.
What dating shows are there?
There's so many. Too Hot to Handle, the Bachelor, Bachelorette, the
Love Island.
Love Island. Brian loves them.
Does he?
Yeah. You and Brian can bond over this. Chad and I will find something to talk about.
Chad and I oh my gosh. But the funny thing is, like, he likes nonfiction things. Like, he likes documentaries and other real life stuff.
You said that's boring.
Because to me, I know we've talked about this, but like the whole point of like watching something is to be like entertained.
Yeah.
And what's entertaining to me is things that aren't real life.
Right.
Like I want to be, unless it's like a real life true crime something.
Totally. I ordered 5 books last night, all fiction, like crime books to read before bed, because we've talked about this, but I got super burnt out on like self-help nonfiction books.
Yeah.
I'm slowly starting to reintroduce them, like reading them like during the day or in the morning.
Yep.
And then I'll read fiction before bed. And I ran out of fiction books, and so I just ordered 5 more John Grisham books.
Oh,
I really like his writing.
Really like him.
Yeah.
I've got some really good recommendations if you decide to move away from John.
John Grisham. I got to go through his whole repertoire. I looked up his 10 best books of all time, and I've read like 3 of them, so I ordered 5.
Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, I love it.
Okay. How was your last weekend? Island Palooza?
We were together. Island Palooza. What happened Friday? Austin, I'm embarrassed how much I cannot remember right now.
Friday night.
Couldn't tell you either. I had my inspection.
Okay.
So I was back in Seattle.
Nice. What time was the inspection at?
It started at like noon, 12:30ish.
How was your traffic getting home?
It took me an hour and a half to get home.
Okay.
It wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
But by the time we got home, I was ready to just relax.
So you came home around 3 p.m. on a Friday?
No, the inspection went till about 3.
Okay.
And then I was home around 4:30.
But you left Seattle around 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, Pipes had a friend over who lived in Gig Harbor. So I got home. It was probably like 4:30ish. The friend, they were still hanging out playing. And then we took her back to Gig Harbor where she lives. And then I feel like we did something. Oh, we got stuff for Island Palooza. Yeah. So, okay, that was kind of insignificant. I don't know why my brain went to like, I remember something. I took my friend home. Okay, then Saturday was Island Palooza.
Yep.
That morning was one of those where I'm really bad about thinking I will get way more done in a short amount of time than is actually possible. So Saturday
You underestimate how long things are going to take? Is that what you mean?
That's a great way to put it.
Okay. Just making sure I was picking up what you're putting down.
You figured it out.
Okay. I'm the same.
So
I always think things are going to go faster than they actually go.
So
with everything in my life.
That's just literally it's. I'm 41 and I still can't figure it out. But
things are never faster than I think they're going to be ever.
Yeah. I just in my head I was like, okay, we're going to wake up and it's Saturday morning, so Chad and I can go for like a nice long walk. We'll sauna, we'll cold plunge, we'll just kind of take our time. And then I was like, and we do have to like go get Allie's friend for Island Palooza, who's like in Old Town Tacoma. And then we do have to go stop at the duplex in North Tacoma and like drop some things off. And I do have to prep the veggies for my tray that I'm bringing to Island Palooza.
For like 20 minutes.
It's like, and if I cold plunge and sauna, I have to shower. I'm like, trying to do the math. We get out of the pool and it's 9:20. And I was like, we're supposed to pick up the friend at 10. And so I go inside the house. The girls are nowhere to be seen, still in bed. I wake up Allie. She's absolutely livid with us that we let her sleep in that late. No. She really likes, here's her thing. She cannot accommodate for difference in time schedules. Like what takes her an hour, she cannot figure out what's important to do in like 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
So when I say, hey, it's 9:20, you need to get up. We're leaving in 20 minutes. She is like, that is unfathomable.
That wouldn't work for me either.
So
I'd be equally enraged.
Yeah, you do. But it's just also, I'm like, okay, you don't have as much time, so maybe don't do your 25-step skincare routine today, and just throw a hoodie on and go.
But it's Island Palooza day. Got to do all 25 steps.
And like, she has no concept of like not like it's all 25.
Yeah,
it's all 25 or I'm not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. But we made it work, and then what I did.
You always wake her up, or do they use alarms at all?
They don't. Well, so we don't let devices in the bedroom. So we don't like phones and.
What about an OG alarm clock?
I could get an OG alarm. That would be actually really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. an OG alarm clock.
I love it.
Because what I've started doing, I don't think I've woken up at 5 a.m. in many, many, many days.
Yeah.
Despite setting my alarm for 5 a.m. on many, many of those days. My snoozing has gotten under control. Okay. This might be my September challenge, potentially. Something along these lines. But what I've found that I can do, so rewind. I've had an issue with this in the past. Yeah. I love snoozing the alarm clock.
Yes.
But I hate the result of it.
Yeah.
I hate, because when I set my alarm for 5, it's because I've scheduled out my morning. I'm going to the gym and I'm doing all these things and I don't like being rushed.
Yeah.
And so in order for me to have the morning that I want, I have to wake up at 5.
Right.
This morning, almost every morning for the last month that I set my alarm for 5, I end up snoozing and my whole day is out of whack.
Yeah.
Because what I've done in the past to alleviate this is I plug my phone in across the room.
Yes.
And that forces me to get out of bed. Once I'm out of bed, it's easier for me to stay awake than if I were to have just hit the snooze button right next to me. What I found out that I can do is if you say, "Hey Siri, snooze my alarm," it'll snooze your alarm for you. So I can stay in bed and say, "Hey Siri, stop," or "Hey Siri, snooze my alarm," and it'll do it, and I don't have to get out of bed. So I might get a physical alarm clock that I can. Thanks, Siri.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna get a physical alarm clock so that I don't have this vice that I have.
I hear you. Yeah. So, but you were in Chelan for a week. You don't know what
previous to Chelan too.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean,
because that yesterday screws up your schedule when you're vacation.
Yesterday and today I slept in way more than I meant to, and then previous to Chelan for multiple weeks I was struggling with it.
Yeah.
So I'm getting it under control.
Okay.
Maybe in July. Maybe in September though.
I'll write that as a note to check in.
Maybe next month.
Maybe. So all that to say, then we decided we're going to walk on the ferry. Mm-hmm. So even more flexible time.
Love it.
Because now we don't have to drive our car and get in line. So anyways, we get to Island Palooza. Always a good time.
Always a good time.
We got there. I think we got there around 12:30 or so. And we saw whales on the way over.
Did you?
Legit whales.
I think I've seen them one time on the ferry.
It was unbelievable because I have seen there's some other little porpoise. It's a smaller thing that has a fin. I don't know if they're I don't think they're dolphins. They're something little, but they have that little fin and they kind of do the little motion.
I think it's a porpoise. I think that's right.
It's literally a porpoise. Okay.
I think so.
And so from a distance, I was like, oh yeah, there are those. I see them. And then they get closer and they're full on whales.
Yeah.
And it was unbelievable. Right next to us. Just cool. And then, as always, per usual, Island Palooza. Yeah. Great day.
We did a full episode pretty much debriefing from Island Palooza last year. So go listen to that if you're curious about Island Palooza. But great day.
Erskine took it home another victory for the egg toss.
Is that 3 years?
Egg relay. Not the toss, the relay.
Is that 3 years in a row?
He thinks it's 3 years.
Okay.
And then,
I'm sorry about your devastating loss in spoons.
Listen, I didn't want to bring it up. For me, it was okay knowing Rondi won.
Yeah.
If I'm going to lose to somebody, it's going to be Rondi and not hurt my feelings. But
how'd you feel about me taking the silver?
No, honestly, I didn't know that. I did feel like I got out way earlier than I saw myself.
I was expecting top 4 at least.
I thought me and in the past few years I've won one.
Yeah.
And I think I was second. Remember there was one it was a little bit controversial because it was a little sabotage.
Yeah.
So this year when I got out 5, I was almost
you 5 or 6? 7?
I think I got out when I left. There were 5 left.
Okay, so you're 6.
6.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. Okay. What else happened this last weekend?
Did you play any volleyball? Oh no, you didn't. Chad did. Chad played. I played so much volleyball.
Are you not sore?
I am sore. My fingers were killing me for 2 days.
Yeah.
My wrists, my forearms, legs. I was very, very sore.
I don't love volleyball. Because it hurts.
Yeah.
I like watching it.
I love volleyball.
Your whole family does.
So much.
All right, what about your dad? I've never seen your dad play.
Yeah, not so much. Yeah. My Isaac and I both love it. My mom loves it. Such a good time.
I wish I liked it.
I want to join a volleyball league or something.
That'd be fun.
Because I just love it. Fun for me.
Yeah. I didn't do volleyball. And we didn't go on the there's a few things this year where I was like, oh, I didn't even sometimes you go kayaking or go paddleboarding or something.
Yeah, when we left, I realized I didn't go down to the water one time.
Yes.
I did not
swimsuit like the whole day.
And I never even walked along the beach for any moment of time. So
yeah.
Next year.
Okay. And then Saturday, we got home kind of later, like after 8 or so on Saturday. By the time we got back off the ferry, took our friend home, and then I don't know what else we did that night. Sunday, good time. I think we went to church. I worked in the nursery. Oh, Sunday, this was fun, actually. We went to a place called Yoked.
Okay.
Have you heard of it? Mm-hmm. Out in, it's in Port Orchard.
Eggs?
You would think. It's the like cattle yoke, when you something that holds the two things together. I think it's called a yoke.
Okay. I don't know, but what
Shannon fact check that. But yoke? It is a brewery. It's like a little brewery. And it was great because with families, we went with our friends, Kelly and Chris and Shannon and Peter and all of their kids. They had like a little outdoor climbing structure. They had picnic tables outside so you could watch your kids. Nice. They had brewery with different beers on tap and ciders and wine. And then they had these like sandwiches and salads, but you could also bring your own food. And they had like a little sandbox and cornhole and all sorts of stuff. And it was like 20 minutes from my house. Nice. I've never been there. So that was actually really fun to find like a family friendly place that we could go hang out outside. And we played some categories.
Love categories. That's great fun. Have you played with Brian before?
Yeah. He's good. He's real good. He's creative.
He's very creative.
Yeah.
We fight every time we play categories. Every time. Every time. Because the answers are a little bit stretched.
Yeah. So yeah, that was on Sunday. And then I think we just kind of went home and relaxed after that. Not much else to report from the weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Our Sunday, weekend is similar. Island Palooza on Saturdays, and we got out there Friday night.
Right. You went straight from Chelan to Island Palooza.
Yes, which was felt so spoiled and crazy. Yeah. Going from the lake to the island. It was, we were having some gratitude moments on that drive. Like we have, very, very blessed.
Yeah.
So got the Friday night set up. Saturday, Island Palooza. Yeah. Sunday, we were so ready to be home. We hadn't seen Stevie in like 10 days.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So we took like the 10:05 ferry out of there. We woke up at like 7. Yeah. Spent like 3 hours cleaning up, and then took the ferry.
What that was like.
It wasn't too bad. Okay. We were like, we want to take the early ferry out, so let's just wake up early and get some stuff done.
Because we left in kind of a mad rush. Yeah. Like, we saw the ferry coming in and then decided to check the times and realized that we probably want to get on the one that's here.
Yes. That was stressful. And I didn't think you were going to make it.
I know. Thank you for driving us. And that was like, I was thinking later, like, we left like Piper's outfit. I was like, I'm sure we just, left a mess in our wake.
So we took the ferry, stopped by Costco, drove home, spent some time cleaning, and
what was Stevie's reaction when he came in?
She was excited. So we are now watching the dog sitter's dog.
Okay.
So we found him on Trusted House Sitters. Yep. He was going into Canada and was planning on bringing his dog, but I guess dogs to go to Canada have to be microchipped in order to come back into the States, which I've never heard of.
We took our dogs to Canada and they didn't ask for that.
Well.
Either way.
I don't know. Yeah. But he basically was like, can you watch my dog for a few days? And we said yes, because Stevie loves having a dog to play with. So
fun.
She was excited to see us for sure, but then there was the other dog that was kind of distracting. Okay. So we didn't get the full reaction we were hoping for.
So how's that been, having the other doggy?
Not bad. The other dog's very, very chill. Okay. Like, just kind of like a kind of still puppy, but very low energy.
She's a golden?
She's a mini golden, so she's some sort of golden combo with something else. But they just have been playing and sleeping, and that's been good. It seemed like Sunday night I have beating her in spoons as one of my notes.
Don't forget to bring that up. Don't forget to rub that in her face.
Oh my gosh. Setting up. Oh, we got a cold plunge.
Yay.
So we spent some time setting it up. It's missing parts, so it's not done yet. But hopefully the supplier sends us the parts.
Are you still liking your sauna?
Loving it. Sat in it last night.
Okay.
It's great. Brian sat in it this morning.
Yeah.
So he sat in the sauna this morning, and then he went into the cold plunge, even though it wasn't that cold. It was like 70 degrees.
Well, that's like, so we do that in the pool, and sometimes we heat our pool for the girls, but Like the other morning I went in and it was like the water was like 76.
Yeah.
And it still was really refreshing.
It's refreshing, but not like cold.
Have you guys increased your heat in the sauna? Are you staying? What's your temperature for
I like 160 to 170. That's my ideal.
Can you please try 190 for 20 minutes? I'm just telling you.
No, I will not. I won't make it.
That's all we do now. And it's
do 190 for 20 minutes?
Hot. Well, maybe not 20. We'll start at 180, but like I did
170 for 15 minutes last night.
The other night I get in and it's at 180 and I'm chatting with Chad and we're doing good. And then all of a sudden I start getting angry with him. Like everything he's saying is getting on my nerves. And I'm like, what's the temperature in here? It's 195.
That is so hot.
I was like, I hate everything, including talking to you right now. Like it was like nothing he was saying. It's just my body was like so hot.
Yeah. It's like an emotional reaction. To yeah. I'll try to work up to that. I'm definitely not there yet. That is so hot.
It's hot. I wonder though if you would be like, oh, it's compared if you're doing 170, 180, and then you go to 190. If you're like,
about 170 for 15 minutes is pretty challenging for me.
Yeah.
So try to add 20 degrees and an extra 5 minutes.
Yeah.
See what it feels.
Do you have a little sauna hat?
No.
Chad has one.
Like the little Viking
felt type material.
Does that help with something?
Ears. It apparently protects your ears so that it's not super hot. And I guess covering your head. Okay. But to me, I'm like, it feels like it would be warmer to have something on my head.
Yeah.
But
okay, maybe we'll get a little hat.
Yeah.
Little hats.
That'd be adorable. Matching. Okay.
But yeah, that was the weekend.
Okay.
We watched Owning Manhattan last night. Have you watched that? The Ryan Serhant's Netflix show?
No. Is it good?
Yeah.
We watched The Instigators with Matt Damon and Casey Affleck on Apple TV. It's pretty funny. It's a little movie. It's like we rarely will watch like full movies together. If it's usually to like with the kids, we're watching something with them.
But whenever we go to watch a movie, we're like, we don't have time.
Yeah. It's a commitment.
Yeah.
I'm notorious for falling asleep.
I feel like movies have gotten longer. Like there's a lot of like all the movies we're interested in watching are like over 2 hours. Which is a long time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of attention span.
Yeah. Okay, how's the August challenge going? We're like almost halfway through.
It's good. I think I'm on track.
16,000 steps averaging a day.
Let me look what my average is real quick. Steps. So this is going to include month. Let's go. Okay, so I'm at 15,151, but that includes today of 1849. So let's see if I were to go. This might be a little challenging.
So just do 15 times.
But so
that's your daily average. 15,000 times 30.
Let me just figure this out. What's today? 13.
Today's 13.
So sorry for all the listeners out there. Okay, so that's what I'm at.
You could do it.
Wait.
Because one day it's 200,000 you're trying to get?
49. I'm just trying to figure out my average for the last 12 days. Oh,
do you want to finish?
This is my average for the last 12 days.
That's good.
16,259, which I think 500,000 divided by 31 is 16,129. So I am like 100 and something steps above the daily average that I need, which is pretty close.
Yeah.
So I think
you're gonna be just fine.
My plan was to kind of just I'm being more intentional to go on longer walks throughout the day, but in Chelan, I went on like a few 5 or 6 mile walks.
Oh wow.
So that helps a lot.
Awesome.
But my plan at the beginning of the month was if I get to the end of the month and I have 100,000 steps left over 3 days, I'll have
just don't sleep, just walk.
Just walk. Yeah.
Through the night.
Yes.
Oh, love it.
Okay.
This was different, guys.
Cheers.
Can't say that we love this room, but
I know upstairs has that better juju. I'll be honest. 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. Let's never do this again.
So here's the deal. I saw you were presenting today, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh, I wonder how his brain will feel.
So we did just totally redo our whole meeting structure. So we're doing fewer meetings on Tuesday.
Oh.
But I was still in meetings from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. And just going right from that. And this is my favorite meeting of the day by far.
Thank you.
No competition, but yeah, definitely prefer my brain's fresher in the mornings.
Yeah.
So if anybody felt like I was a little off my game on this episode, that's why.
Because this is new for us. It's different, and we probably won't do it again.
Change of space, change of day, change of location.
Yeah, it was a lot different. A lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe this will be someone's favorite episode. So
I wonder. I think in year 2 we're gonna get some new listeners, and we're gonna be like.
I think so too. I think I'm just waiting for the day that our average spikes above 40 listeners.
Somebody famous is gonna catch on to this.
Yes.
And they're gonna be like, you know what?
They're gonna promote us on their podcast.
Something.
Dax Shepard. He's just gonna hear all his shout outs from us, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, that's fun."
They had some.
They're onto something. Content. Yeah, good chemistry.
Great.
Yeah,
love it. All right.
Thanks, Jamie.
See you next time.
See ya.